Now let's talk about the logical operators. What is a logical operator? A logical operator combines the truth value of multiple expressions. When I mean the truth value, I'm talking about whether the result is a true or a false. So let's take the same age example that we have seen previously. Say for example the age is 16 and we want to see whether this age is a teenage or not. Previously we have just done some rough comparisons like a less than or greater than, but we were not able to really determine if the age is a teenage or not. So the way to determine a teenage is between 13 and 19 inclusive, right? So including 13 and 19, any age in between is a teenage. So how do you define that? The way to define it is by combining two different operations. One is it should be greater than 13, right, including 13, and it should be less than 19, including 19. And that's what we're trying to do here. Age less than 19, that is this part, and age greater than 13, that is this part. If both these conditions are true, then he's a teenager. And the way we combine this to say both of them should be true is using the AND operator. So the AND operator compares the truth value of what's on the left of it and on the right of it. And if both of them are true, then this whole segment or expression becomes true. If not, if either one of them is false, then this AND statement returns a false. Actually, let's look at an example. So age is 16, right? So say age greater than or equal to 13. So anything after 13 including 13, and age less than or equal to 19. So anything less than 19 including 19. So 16 in this case actually falls between 13 and 19, right? So this is true, this is true, and if you combine two true values with an AND, the result is true. Let's try it. The result is true, right? Say this number is 20. Okay, age is 20. So in this case, age greater than 13 is true. Correct? But age less than 19 is not true. So you have a true and a false. And what does this operator AND do? It's called a logical AND operator. It returns true only if both the operands are true. If not, it returns a false. Let's try it. This should return a false now. Right? So that's called the logical AND operator. And here's a quick picture on how it actually works. So say there are two expressions. In this case, this was age less than or equal to 13, and this was age which is greater than, and then age less than or equal to 19. That's how we want to define a teenage. Now if both these are true, if it is really a teenage, both these conditions should be true, and the resulting operator from this AND will be true. So another example is, say we define an age of 20. So age greater than 13, this is true. 20 is greater than 13. Age less than or equal to 19, this is false, because the age of 20 is not less than or equal to 19. So this returns a false and returns a false. Now how about an age of 5? Age greater than 13? False. Age less than 19? True. But AND operator returns a false because one of the operands, one of the expression is false. Say we have an age of, this one is hard to define because if you go either way, either greater than 13 or less than 19, you'll get one true value. But you get the point, right? If both these statements are false, then AND also returns a false. So that's a logical AND operator. How about a logical OR? Now, sometimes you don't want or you don't need both these expressions to be true. Either one is okay. To understand this, let's take an example. Say you're advertising a job and you say you should have a bachelor's degree or an experience of 6 years. So bachelor's degree is condition number 1 and condition number 2 is an experience of 6 years. Either one is okay. If it doesn't have a bachelor's, if he still has an experience of 6 years, that works. Right? How do you create this statement? You use the OR operator. This is called the logical OR. When you use the logical OR operator, if either of the statement is true, the result is true. See? True and true, true. True and false, still true. False and true, still true. But if both of them are false, then the result is false. It works not like an AND. It works different from an AND. And the example that we see here is a good example of using the OR operator. Now, you can also chain these operators, meaning you can have multiple operators working on a same single statement. And all these true false values can be combined together. For example, this is a true false value here. This is a comparison, so it returns a true or a false. Say we have a bachelor's candidate with an experience of 6 years, right? If the qualification is bachelor's, this is a true. If the qualification is master's, this is not true, this is false. And experience greater than 5 years, yes, true. So we have a true, false, and a true. So the result of all of this would be true because at least one of them is true. But if you have something like is not a bachelor, doesn't hold a bachelor's degree, but the experience is just 2 years, what happens now? This returns false. This returns false because he neither has a bachelor's degree nor has a master's degree, and the experience is not greater than 5. It's just 2 years. So this returns false. In this case, all the values are false, so this expression returns false. So you can chain multiple AND operators, multiple OR operators, or a combination of AND or OR as well. Now what happens when you combine an AND or an OR? Well, we'll look at it in the next chapter. How about the NOT operator, NOT? Basically, it just opposes the truth value of what is there in that expression. For example, if x greater than 4 returns a true, then NOT of true will become false. Okay, so we can actually try it in our system. So age equals 20. Okay, we got that. So age equals 20. So age is equal to 20. Yes, that's true. So this should return a true. So this returns true. What if we say not of age equal to 20? This returns false. Makes sense, right? So anything that you define in that expression, if it evaluates to true, the not operator will make it false. If the expression evaluates to false, the not operator evaluates it true.